Hey, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Real Madrid and Belgian international superstar Eden Hazard suffered a quote distal fibular fracture of his right ankle versus Levante on February 22, 2020. This is Hazard's third injury to the right ankle in the last 3 years, including 2 in quick succession this season. In this video, I'll explain each injury, potential connections between them, Hazard's surgery for his most recent fracture, and return timeline. While training with the Belgium international team in the summer of 2017, Hazard suffered an inversion inwards right ankle sprain with an accompanying fracture, most likely of the distal fibula, the lower part of the outer leg bone, which isn't uncommon after certain inversion sprains. Hazard subsequently had surgery with a titanium plate inserted to stabilize the fracture and missed approximately 80 days. On November 26, 2019, PSG's Thomas Meunier clipped the outer aspect of Hazard's right ankle during their Champions League matchup. The injury was first deemed a quote bruise of the lateral perimalleolar region, aka the area around the distal outer knob of the ankle, but further testing revealed what the Real Madrid medical staff termed a quote incomplete external microfracture. Some reports referred to the injury as a quote hairline fracture, and based on Eden's nearly 2.5-month return to play, he came back on February 10, 2020 versus Celta Vigo, and the sequence and description of the diagnoses, this specifically may have been a bone bruise, aka microtrabecular fracture, which can take an extended amount of time to heal and not have pain with due to the high forces to the ankle during activity. On February 22, 2020 versus Levante, just Hazard's second game back after returning from the previous injury, he injured his right ankle on this play and limped off the pitch in the 67th minute. Eden was diagnosed the next day with a quote distal fibular fracture. Obviously, when a player picks up 3 injuries in the same area like Hazard has, the natural question is, are these connected? The honest answer is we don't know for 2 main reasons. Firstly, although we do know each injury took place near the distal right fibula, we don't know the injury specifics or details. These details with fractures can make a significant difference in discerning whether injuries are connected or not. Secondly, if a bone has fractured and healed appropriately, there's no evidence showing it's more likely to fracture again. There is a possibility Hazard was brought back early from his injury in late November, which increased his risk for subsequent fracture, but considering the extended return timeline, I'd be surprised if that was the case. There's also a chance he had a delayed union of the bone, which accounted for the extended timeline. Those are pretty uncommon in mild severity fibula fractures. Based on the odds, the string of injuries sounds most like coincidence and misfortune, an opinion that was shared by the orthopedic surgeon fellow I consulted with on this video. Regardless of a potential connection, we know that Hazard and the team have opted for surgery after his most recent fracture. The surgery will most likely entail laying down a bone graft and biologics, aka bone morphogenetic proteins or BMP for short, near Hazard's fracture to reinforce bone structure and expedite bone healing. Following surgery, Hazard will move into the rehab phase with early goals of maintaining and/or restoring ankle range of motion, strength deficits, and eventually normalizing his gait walking pattern. These activities will methodically and gradually progress into higher intensity rehab, with eventual return to the pitch, training, and then games. The surgeon I consulted with said he expects around a 3-month return to play timeline with CT scans at regular intervals to assess return to play. If that timeline holds, I'd expect Hazard to begin ramping up in mid to late May and be ready to go for Belgium's Euro 2020 campaign, which kicks off June 13th versus Russia. Moving forward, the key for Hazard will be maintaining his strength and conditioning levels for Euro 2020 and then improving them for the 2020-21 La Liga season, rather than showing up out of shape and overweight as he reportedly did for his debut season with Real Madrid. Here's to a much healthier season for Eden next year and getting back to his world-class dynamo form. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. My goal is to provide you with in-depth evidence-based, narrative-free analysis. And you can always find me on IG and Twitter at 3CB Performance. Make sure to sub to the channel and follow along on all social media for the latest updates. 3CB out.